Welcome back to another episode of Extra Innings Podcast with Andrew&Mason. Today we have a special guest, preseason pitcher of the year in the NCAA. That is Sean Burke. He'll come on in a later time, but for now we got the sports segment. So, what is up, Mason?
Ooh, we got Big Cal over here. So Big Cal's a big.
Nice
Big
intro.
Cal's
Nice
pretty
intro.
fire.
Yeah.
Tom
So
Brady almost dropped the Lombardi Trophy in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean
did he really? Oh, yeah.
after he got done absolutely destroying the Chiefs.
He chucked it to Gronk. He's not even allowed to touch the Lombardi Trophy because he played baseball. He played baseball with
earlier.
He played baseball with it.
Oh, yeah. It was not good. He dented it. We were talking about this earlier. Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers was probably one of the better moves that he's made for his morale speaking. Because
he can do anything he wants.
Bill Belichick was like basically his dad. I think he even had like a curfew. under Bill Belichick. It's like you're not allowed to eat sugar past 11:30 with Bill Belichick. But like he was allowed to skip practices this season with the Bucs.
Yeah.
He can basically do whatever he wants. You could see the celebration. He was absolutely shit-faced. I had never seen him get shit-faced at like a Super Bowl parade like that before.
And then
he's probably got tipsy before, but never that shit-faced.
And like LeBron, he tweeted out to Tom Brady. He was like, "Man, if we would have had a parade during our Super Bowl, our
their finals
NBA champion," he said he would have been the same way. I mean, yeah, Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's going to play until he gets 10. Jesus, the way he looks.
You mean, yeah. I don't see him retiring anytime soon. Who didn't know he was going to retire?
Drew Brees announced it at the beginning of the playoffs.
Drew Brees.
But Phillip Rivers announced it earlier this month. It's been a while since we've actually been on talking about it.
We missed a lot. Trevor Bauer signed to the Angels. Juked out the Mets or Dodgers. He juked out the Mets and he juked out the Angels. A lot of people thought he was going to sign with the Angels because his family is like in Anaheim, which I guess the Dodgers the stadium is still close. But nobody really saw the Dodgers coming. Now it's going to be basically the MLB this season is going to just watch the
Dodgers versus Padres
go back and forth in first place.
Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting season though. Lots of home runs. I feel like if Bauer didn't go to the Dodgers, the Mets actually may have had a chance. They got a decent hitting lineup now with Alonso, Lindor, etc. And then they've got really only for pitching, they've got Jacob deGrom. If they added Bauer, that would at least add something to their rotation. I think they would have had a chance at maybe winning their division.
Plus, their division's not like the hardest, but not the easiest at the same time. Braves, Nats, Phillies, and Marlins even. They're surprising. Football, we already kind of talked about football, but we forgot to mention Matthew Stafford actually was traded from Detroit to LA. That's a good change for him.
Did I see a notification today that he played in the playoffs with a torn ACL?
UCL, yeah.
UCL. Still, holy shit.
Yeah, that's impressive. But he said that he didn't sit out because he knew he would just make matters worse for his team, and he wanted a chance at the playoffs with his team. So, but and then basketball, there's not really much besides right now. It's kind of looking like Joel Embiid, LeBron, and Steph Curry, and even Kevin Durant are making runs at MVP, and Bradley Beal.
If Kevin Durant stays healthy.
He was looking like he is, though. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, for the most part, but he's a problem with that. And it's also still fairly early in the season.
Anyway, that's all we have. So we'll send you to Sean Burke's interview. Peace.
Very good interview. Very good guy.
Ooh, cool. Nice room. What's up?
What's up?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good.
What is that? Is that a Barstool flag behind you?
Yeah, Boston. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm a big Boston sports fan.
Nice. Okay, well, let's get right into questions. Obviously, I we reached out to you because we're from Maryland. Maryland baseball. I've gone to a couple games here and there. I saw on their Instagram that you were announced by Perfect Game as preseason pitcher of the year, and I was like, what's a better guy to get on than someone who's the preseason pitcher of the year? So like, what kind of like went through your head when you were told you were just preseason pitcher of the year?
I mean, yeah, obviously it was exciting. Good news to hear. It obviously doesn't really mean much right now before the season. I'd like to have the end of the season one more than that one, but it's still exciting news and something to look forward to trying to fulfill as the season goes on.
Yeah, and we looked at the stats after that, and we were like, and then you kind of like dominated all throughout high school too, and even through your couple starts your freshman year, you did really good. What are you looking to build on this year to make sure you keep that level of play?
Yeah, I think just more of the same, honestly. I went into this summer in this quarantine kind of just working on some different stuff, working on some different pitches, adding a slider, and working on changeup, curveball, all that stuff. So I think just building upon that and trying to get really consistent with everything, and then just allowing that to take care of itself. So I know that if my stuff's at the right spot and I can go out there and execute pitches and compete, I think that's all I can ask of myself going forward.
Mason, you can go ahead and ask some questions here.
All right, so who are you looking forward to playing the most this year in 2021?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're only doing conference games. So I guess in our conference, I'd say Michigan, just kind of they're like the, thought of as the top dog. They were in the World Series, the past year. So I think definitely Michigan. And I got a buddy on their team. That team they'll probably end up pitching against too. So that'll be fun.
So if you didn't take baseball to this level and put a lot of your time, focus, effort into that, what sport, if you had to pick another sport besides baseball, what do you think you would play and try to compete at a high level at?
I mean, I played basketball in high school, all throughout basketball and baseball, kind of my sports growing up. So I guess the basketball, I wanted to play football real bad, but my dad wouldn't let me play football. So I guess either basketball or football probably.
Mm-hmm. So what, if you had to give any advice or any good advice that you've heard over the past however long you've been playing baseball, basketball, whatever, that has helped you the most get to where you are, and there's somebody else trying to get to that level, what would you tell them, the best piece of advice you give them?
I think that, each individual person is going to be a little bit different. You're all going to come from different backgrounds, different talent levels, different, exposures, abilities to train at different places. So I think that, it's the ability to recognize you may have to work harder than some other guys, or you may be in a better position that you can take advantage of than some other guys. So I think each path is individual, and just make the most of every situation and, work as hard as you can with the situation you're given.
So I've got one more question, and then we can send to Andrew, see if he's got any more. So I don't know if this year Maryland's going to allow fans. I'm not sure if they are yet. But last year, and if they don't allow fans this year, is that going to be better for you so you can focus more? Is it going to be difficult because you don't have a large crowd that's cheering for you, I guess, not motivation? What are some ups and downs of that?
Yeah, I think, I'm not somebody that really gets bothered by crowds at all. I like playing in front of crowds. That's kind of been, like I said, I played basketball in high school. So in those bigger games, it'd be 2, 3, 4. I think the most we had a game was 8,000. So I mean, I like that environment, playing in a lot of big crowds with a lot of people there. So I mean that shouldn't affect me too much, honestly. Once you get into the game, all the crowd above you is kind of just zoned out, and it's just you and the hitter anyway. I think it'll be a little weird just having no noise other than the two teams, but as far as the performance aspect of the game, I don't think it should affect too much.
All right, so that was the majority of the questions I have. Andrew, you said you had a few more questions, right?
Yeah, so what made you choose Maryland and choose to go to Maryland?
So I visited Maryland when I was a sophomore, I believe, in high school. So I was getting recruited by the pitching coach who was at Bryant University in Rhode Island. And when he left and took the job at Maryland, so he continued recruiting me down there. So I visited there, my sophomore year summer, I believe, and I was looking for a school that was a little bit more, down south. Like I said, I'm from Massachusetts, so I wanted to go a little bit further away from home, but not crazy far away to the point where I can't come home if I need to. And then I wanted to go to a bigger school where I'm going to be able to have some fun outside of baseball. And I didn't want to go to a tiny school where there's nothing going on. And then as far as academics go, I guess the business school here is really good, and that's what I'm studying here. So that was something I looked at going through the recruiting process. What schools had different programs I'd be interested in doing. So all three of those things together, and obviously the coaches too. I mean, I'm with a different coaching staff now that I committed to, but the head coach was still here when I committed, and the pitching coach, who's now here, used to be at St. John's, who had recruited me at St. John's, so I was familiar with him too. But overall, all those things just kind of made it feel like home when I was here.
Yeah. So that was the end of my questions, and Mason, that was the end of his questions. So I just want to thank you for getting on, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Looking forward to seeing you play this year, man.
Thank you, and I hope we're getting some fans out. People can actually come to the game. I think it's looking right now. We'll get at least a limited amount just as the year goes on, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming on, man. Have a good rest of your evening.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
See ya. See, that's why we gotta prepare. I felt a little bit out of my groove. I'm not good at the impromptu questions.
I do impromptu all the time.
Yeah, but then you forget your questions 95% of the time.
Did I forget my questions today? Nope.
No, that's just because you felt like.
That's all that matters.
Hey. We forgot the chains, but we can give a quick little ad run. So we got our first sponsor. Thank you. Hold on.
You don't even remember their name.
No, I can. I'm trying to find get to their website, because that's like, we don't have them in person at the moment.
You got a new flag.
New flag. You got to keep them distracted with your flags. Pick up the computer and do a walk around of your awesome new flag.
No,
never mind.
No.
Never mind. I lied. What you got to show them at least that one, the new one in the background.
It's a Kanye flag, guys. It's a tweet by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kanye frickin' West.
Yeah, but what does it say? That's the real.
It says, I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners. The wise words of Kanye. Wise words.
All right, so we'd like to thank Viper Fit for being our first sponsors. We had these. Is it going to focus? It focused. These nice gold chains sent to us. They arrived. I just don't have them on my person with me. Not in my usual filming studio, if you couldn't tell. Lighting's a lot better. I'm a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, your chair's not broken.
Switch. Well, I got a new chair. Oh, I didn't tell you I got a new chair, did I?
Well, with all that being said,
no, wait. We gotta finish the ad plug. Thank you to Viper Fit. Hopefully we can get the chain shut off soon. Very good company, very, very affordable. English is tough. Very affordable athletic wear, athletic apparel, like bottles, obviously chains. That was a great dab. You're gonna make me laugh in the middle of the ad run. Go check them out. We will link their Instagram in the bio or description of this video. Thank you to Viper Fit again. Hopefully we have the chains on our person soon. Stop dabbing. I'm going to drive to your house.
With all that being said, and with all that being finished, we will see you later, guys. Peace.